19. Only 19 have joined. 11-1. Okay, students. Yesterday we did one derivation. We have done one derivation. So before I go for the next topic, no, I want to just show you once again the derivation. By the time, let the other students join. We saw the relation. We saw the relation between shearing strain elongation strain and compression strain. Isn't it? This is the topic which I have taken yesterday. We have seen the relation between shearing strain, elongation strain and compression strain. Okay. Now, so only if you are very concentrating on the screen, you will be able to understand. Okay. And so what I had done yesterday, the same diagram, because again this today's topic also, I have to use the same diagram. Okay. So what I do, I take the same cube is taken and the name of the cube, let us follow the same AP S D, right? And this is the diagonal I'm drawing here. This is the diagonal we are drawing. Okay, so DP and AS are the diagonal for the cube, and this cube, this end is fixed. This end was fixed. Today's topic also, I need the same diagram, so I will not explain that again. So I have taken a cube. This is one side of the cube. The lower end DS is fixed, we said. Okay, and when I apply a force here, a force is applied. Okay, a tangential force is applied. What happened? This position shifted. This position has shifted to new place, that is A dash. Okay, and this also this cube got sheared. It got turned through an angle. Okay, and because of this, this is P dash. Right, so A, because of the force, A became A shifted to A dash, P shifted to P dash. Okay, and then I said this angle is theta, this angle, and this, naturally this angle is also going to be theta. Okay, now because of this, what has happened? I have a new diagonal. This diagonal got shrunk, compressed. This diagonal, can you see? A dash S is smaller than AS. So I get a compressed diagonal, that is A dash S. Okay, and this DP becomes elongated. Okay, it elongated to DP dash. It got elongated to DP dash. You can see from the length of the diagonal itself. Length of the diagonal itself. Okay, is this up to this? Is it clear, students? Because it needs little understanding. Okay, yeah. Then what I did, I said this angle is 45 degrees. So because this is also 45 degrees. Okay, so what is cos angle of P dash X? Yeah, before that I draw one length saying X. Okay, I draw a tangent here Y. Okay, so this is the elongation produced and this is the compression produced. Okay, this is the compression produced, this is the elongation produced. So cos angle of PP dash X, okay, is equal to, if this is the angle, we are talking about this angle, this is 90 degree, cos theta means adjacent side by hypotenuse. If it was sin theta, opposite side by hypotenuse. So cos of PP dash X is what? It is P dash X by PP dash. This is one thing. Okay. Then what I said also dP square, which is equal to AS square, is equal to L square plus L square, isn't it? So this is 2L square. So what is dP, which is equal to AS, is equal to what? It is root 2L. So these are the things we are going to use. I'm going to use this. I'm going to use this. Okay. So these things we have seen. Okay. Now students, what I'm telling, yeah. Now this is the shear, this angle theta is the our body got sheared. Okay. Now from this diagram itself you can see that the shearing strain, okay, the shearing strain is causing what are the effects? This shearing strain is producing, because of this shearing strain, okay, what has happened because of this theta, what has happened? There is a elongation produced, isn't it? There is a elongation strain. There is a elongation strain produced. From this diagram itself we can make out, and at the same time there is a compression strain produced. There is a compression strain produced because of theta. So theta is equal to, so because of that theta is equal to compression strain also it is producing. Okay, it is producing compression strain along the diagonal AS, and plus it is also producing elongation strain. So before deriving itself, we can see in this diagram itself what is the effect of theta. This effect of theta is it is producing elongation along dP, it is producing compression along AS. So this is equal to compression strain plus elongation strain. Okay, this much do you get it, students? C section. Yesterday, did you all attend the meeting in the afternoon?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, Aditya attended. What about others? Why others were not speaking? Students, you should come forward to talk. Okay, you have to come forward to talk, and all students have the equal rights to talk. No, why people are hesitating? CA001 Aditi Sharma. Oh, that she was there. Okay, CA002 Aditya. Aditya.
Present, ma'am.
Aditya, why you didn't speak yesterday? If you have any problem, see, very good platform to express your problems, right? You are not feeling very free to talk. I can understand due to some reasons, because of the staff present that we are discussing, right? You don't want teachers to be there, right? Aditya?
Yes, ma'am.
You don't want teachers to be there, right? Yes means what? You don't want, or it's okay? Aditya?
Ma'am, didn't feel appropriate to talk about them in front of them, ma'am.
Very good. Okay, right. And that we should have discussed. Okay. So I think we are discussing on that, right? 004 BS Likith. So next time when you get the opportunity, okay, yeah, yes, Likith. When you get this opportunity to talk, what you do, you can talk everything. I think we twice in a 15 days once fortnight they'll be calling you. A principal is there. Okay, your problems are immediately addressed. So now they have asked us to post the notes in the MS Teams, assignment also in the MS Team. Okay, right. So that is there. Okay. Now, did you understand this, my students? This is that yesterday's topic I'm doing. Yeah. So this what I said. This shearing strain. What is the effect it is producing? It is producing elongation plus it is producing compression. That is why we were able to derive theta is equal to theta by 2 plus theta by 2. The effect is theta. That is the first conclusion. Okay. So after this, when we saw this, what is the thing I did? I said elongation produced. Okay. Have you understood this topic, or you want me to continue with what I'm doing? Okay, I repeat. I'm in no hurry to go fast. So what is this elongation strain? Elongation strain means what is the increase in length? Increase in length is P dash X. Okay. What is the original length? Original length is dP. Okay. Original length is dP. Okay. Now I don't know P dash X. I will get it. I will take it from here. So when this topic comes now in the rough side, You write with pencil all these things and keep so that you'll get. We know that cos 45 is 1 by root 2. Okay, so 1 by root 2 is equal to p dash x by pp dash. Okay, so I will write, I can write pp dash by root 2 is equal to p dash x. Okay, so I take here. So we are doing the reverse work. Okay, so what is p dash x? It is pp dash by root 2. Okay, into dp. I have derived here also what is dp. dp is again root 2l. So it is equal to pp dash by 2l. Isn't it? Yeah. Then what else I said in this diagram? Okay, I'll highlight it. In this diagram, we know that this diagram theta is equal to x by l, because theta is small, tan theta we take, theta is equal to x by l, or here I'm not using x, which is equal to pp dash by l. Okay, so instead of pp dash, I'll put here what? L theta. So L theta by 2l. Okay, so this is equal to theta by 2. I give you some two minutes to just look at this screen. Do all these things needed. 1 you do, 2 you do, and 3 you do and keep. Okay, so that for this time being, no, you don't write L here. L we are going to write for the next topic. You can write this is equal to theta is equal to pp dash by L. Okay, so you should come up to theta by 2. Also students, Optra, those who don't know, those who have forgotten your Optra ID, you text me. You have to text separately because I should not disclose in the group. Okay, and we are mapping you. So I think by tomorrow you should, tomorrow only you can, today evening we'll do it. By tomorrow you complete the feedback also. Because even if you don't give feedback, attendance will not be given. Feedback for all the staff. In that, no, you can mention this yesterday's problem. You're not like Aditya said, he's not comfortable to discuss in front of staff. Okay, so feel very free to give your input so that we can do the changes. Right. So I think you have seen up to this.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yes, yes, Aditi.
Ma'am, we were not able to upload our assignment.
But yes, many have uploaded. Is it
Ma'am,
no?
no, ma'am, me, Vimala, Dhriti, and we couldn't upload.
Yesterday evening you tried? You tried
Yes,
yesterday?
ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yesterday evening, I think you try once again. Many have uploaded. The handwriting is looking very dirty in the scanned notebook. Like my handwriting is looking in this board. Handwritings are dirty. Don't write in a hurry. Okay, because these are going to be recorded. Whatever you are submitting is recorded. Write neatly, slowly you write with beautiful diagrams and submit me. I have given time till Friday. Those who are not able to upload, can you just discuss with your, it has to, you should do with all MS credentials only. I think there the problem lies. Okay.
Ma'am, we're not sure it is uploaded or not, ma'am, but it's coming.
Yeah, that I will check. That you don't worry. If you have uploaded, don't let it be. On 11th, I will check it. Those who are not done it, I'll give you time till Monday again. I'll find out what is the problem. Okay. So there's no need to get so much tense. Up to 11th is the time. Write neatly and upload. 11th, I'll check. Those who are not able to upload, I'll give you one more chance till Monday. Because you're all using MS Teams now for the first time. So I will not be very strict on you. Okay, so don't worry for that. But you complete your notes and keep. Okay, right. Anything else? Shall I continue? Right. So this is about the elongation strain, because now yesterday these derivations you should be fully glued to the system. Otherwise you'll not understand. So I feel yesterday if someone has missed something, I want to continue again. So compression strain again. So this is easy. I'll say similarly I can show that. Okay, the elongation strain is theta by 2. Same way compression strain is also theta by 2. Okay, so the total elongation produced, the total elongation produced is what? Elongation is theta by 2 plus theta by 2, which is equal to theta. This is what I was saying at the beginning. From the diagram itself, we can make out this shearing strain theta is having two effects. It is producing elongation, it is producing compression. So this is the topic for 6 marks. Okay, so this was the recap of yesterday's event, yesterday's topic. So shall I go for the, just take some time. I think you're recording also, right? Okay. So I want to proceed for the next topic, which involves this diagram again. So don't expect me to explain, same diagram and same explanation is there. So I want to continue with that. Right? I think I can proceed. Yeah. Okay. So now comes, after this we'll do some two numericals we'll do, and that is the topic today's. Yeah. Now students, relation. You have lot of derivations for these chapters, but I hope you will be comfortable. A relation between. Okay, whenever we are talking about the properties of the material elasticity, we are going to know about, we are going to use these four quantities, all the three modulus and Poisson's ratio, and how they are interrelated we are seeing. Okay, so this one topic today, relation between Young's modulus, rigidity modulus and sigma and Poisson's ratio is the today's topic, again carrying 6 marks. Relation between. So because you're recording, don't be very relaxed, and because recording also you may not understand just by seeing. So you should be very attentive. These topics need lot of attention. Students from June 21st, first IA, okay, and fees due students, kindly complete the formalities, because no less than 75% cannot write the IA exam. Last time also I told, no, even those who are having some pending dues, you make it as priority to pay the fees first, in spite of having some problems, because fees 75% you may not write the IA, and you can check with the high seniors also. But seniors are lucky because their scheme we take only two, best of two. But for first years, no, it is average of 3. Okay, average of 3. So make it a priority to pay your fees also, students. Right. So let us now see a relation between Young's modulus, rigidity modulus, and Poisson's ratio. Okay. Now the same. So for this, I'm drawing the diagram. All the explanation is the same. Okay, explanation is the same, and let us not change the names also, because you'll be familiar with this ASPD, and same thing here also, and here also. And now what happened, explanation all things you will give this theta, and that's why I repeated yesterday's topic, so that no we can be little fast in this. And because of this, this became P dash. Okay, and this is the elongated diagonal. This is the compressed diagonal, and this is the extension produced. So X, this is the compression produced Y. Up to this we have seen yesterday. Okay, okay. Now so when we see this strain is producing elongation along the diagonal dP dash, and this same strain is producing compression along the diagonal A dash S. We are seeing the change diagonal, right? Okay, now we know that alpha, okay, alpha is what? What is alpha we saw yesterday? Students, alpha what we saw yesterday?
Longitudinal strain coefficient, ma'am.
Okay, good. Longitudinal strain coefficient. Alpha is longitudinal strain coefficient, and I gave you a hint. It is reverse of Young's modulus. So it is the definition is longitudinal strain. Okay, longitudinal strain per unit tension, per unit force. No, instead of the tension also I said is same. Right. So this is the definition. If I do reverse, okay, just I will show a note here. So if I do T by longitudinal strain, it is going to become Y, Young's modulus. This we are also going to use because T is equal to what? Because T is equal to force acting per unit area. Correct, no? So Young's modulus is tension force per unit area by longitudinal stress by longitudinal strain. So and this is reverse of that. So longitudinal strain by tension, right? Now see here, So what is longitudinal strain? We will say a strain means change in length. Okay, strain is in this case change in length, change okay, change in length to the original length is strain. Okay, here you need little attention. Okay, into T, into T is there. Okay, that one, right. Now we know that longitudinal strain is increase in length or decrease in length by the original length. Any doubt here, students? It can be decrease in length also, isn't it? But in this case, it is increase in length. So longitudinal strain is alpha. She said no, alpha is longitudinal strain per unit stress. So tension. So longitudinal strain is change in length to the original length. Let us see in this case. Okay. So in this case, what I'll write for alpha? What I'll write? Tell me what is the elongation produced? What is the elongation produced? Elongation produced for length dp, for length dp. That means I want only this much. What is the elongation produced in the length? Okay, along our diagonal dp is equal to what? From here, if I take, I'll write it is alpha dot dp dot t. If you get up to this, things will be easy. Okay. Can you see that what I am writing? Alpha is called longitudinal strain coefficient. It is longitudinal strain by tension. Longitudinal strain is elongation produced for us here. Elongation produced to the original length into tension. So what is elongation produced? If I want to write this, I'll write it is alpha. Original length is what? The original length of the diagonal is dp and tension. So I get alpha dot dp dot t. Is it okay, students? Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
What about boys? I stopped with BS Likith. Charan, you are there? CA005 Charan, yes, is there?
Hello, yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Okay. Pawan, are you understanding? Charan, are you understanding this topic?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Because no, you have to be glued to the, just you are glued to watching TV, no? You should be glued to the system now. Yeah. I have Pawan Kumar, CV012. He always calls me. Ma'am, I am not in the team. Pawan Kumar? I think morning 9 o'clock he'll log in and he'll log out only at 4 o'clock. Pawan Kumar MV CV012. Are you there? He is not there. Now see, this will not have help. CV004 Chetan M.
Yes, ma'am.
Present?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you understanding?
Yes, ma'am.
I can hear bike sound. I hope you are not in the road. You are inside the house only, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Right. Okay. So, right, students. So, elongation produced for the length dp is alpha dot dp dot t. Okay. In the same way, what is the compression produced? What is the compression? This elongation produced is due to the elongation stress. Okay. What is the compression produced? Along same way, along dp due to the compression stress. That means you saw here, no, if this side it is getting elongated, there is another force acting perpendicular to it, lateral. This is the compressing stress. Okay, so compression produced along dp, okay, due to that was elongation stress due to compressive stress. Due to compression, I can write compression is equal to beta dot dp dot t. Can I write? Because beta is equal to what we saw yesterday. Beta is the lateral strain coefficient. Lateral strain coefficient is acting perpendicular to the. Do you remember this diagram? I'll tell you. I have drawn one wire here. If this force which is trying to increase the length of this wire, there is another force acting, there is another change happening perpendicular to this force. Okay, and this is called lateral compression. If elongation is happening here, compression is happening here, so that is beta. So I wrote the compression produced along dp due to compression strain. Okay, compression strain is beta dp dot t. Do you understand? So along when dp is increasing in length, dp is also undergoing change in the thickness. So that is compression. So what we'll write? So that is why we have taken the term beta. Now the total extension. Let us see what is the total effect. Total extension. Total extension along dp is due to both, due to expansion, due to alpha also, due to beta also. So I should add. So I'll write is equal to what is common? dp is common. Okay, t is common. Then alpha plus beta. Can I write this? Elongation produced along dp is due to the extensive stress. So it is alpha dot dp dot d. On dp again there is a compression is also acting. So it is beta dp dot d. So what is the total extension acting along dp is we have to add. Okay students, with this let us continue. So what is a total extension produced along dp? The extension produced is p dash x. Correct, no? What is, first it was dp, now it has become dp dash. So this is the extension produced. This extension is what? P dash x. So I will write p dash x is equal to dp dot t. Okay, alpha plus beta. Okay, now what I'll do? I'll write, we know that theta is equal to p dash by l. Same thing what we used last in the previous topic. I can write this as x by l. Can I write? This theta, which we have already used, theta is equal to pp dash by l. Okay, and this pp dash is, we saw this is x, right? Extension produces x. I can write this as x by l. So now let us substitute here, and we know that again the same thing, cos angle of pp dash x is equal to what? It is equal to p dash x by pp dash. We saw that. So this is pp dash by root 2 is equal to p dash x. We used this yesterday, right? So this one I'll substitute here. Instead of p dash x, what I'll write? I'll write pp dash by root 2 is equal to, can I write for dp root 2l? We wrote yesterday, no? Root 2l, and I write alpha plus beta. Can I write this? Same things. For dp I have taken. Then for p dash x from here, pp dash by root 2. So can I write this? So we'll go for the next slide. Right. Now tell me what we have written there. Tell me for that. So what I wrote, pp dash by root 2. What I have written there is equal to root 2l alpha plus beta. Correct? Or anything else is there? Yeah, what is missing there? T. I have to write add t also. Okay, right. Now what we'll do here, I write pp dash is x. So x by root 2 is equal to root 2 l t alpha plus beta. Okay, so now simplification, just simplification. So I'll write x by, can I write this as lt is equal to 2 alpha plus beta. I can write that. Okay, right. Now we know that in that diagram, in this diagram, if this was x, this was l, this is theta. So theta is equal to x by l. So what I write? Can I write this as theta by t is equal to 2 alpha plus beta? Okay. Now let me reverse it. For some reason I'm going to reverse this and write t by theta is equal to 1 by 2 alpha plus beta. Okay. Now tell me this is equal to what? Students, some small simplifications we are doing to get the derivation. Now tell me what is this equal to? This is equal to one term. What term? Let me see who will answer. The person who answers, that shows you are very much concentrating.
Why, ma'am?
Why? It is wrong.
Rigidity modulus and
Very good, very good. Who is that? CV? Number? I think
15
15.
CA015.
CA0. Pranay Shastri. Yeah,
Yes, ma'am.
correct. Rigidity modulus. What is rigidity modulus? Shearing stress by shearing strain. Shearing stress by shearing strain. Good. Pranay Shastri, good. Young's modulus, how it will come? There's no change in length, no. Okay. Yeah. Now, students, we are coming close to the end of this derivation. So, eta equal to 1 by 2 alpha plus beta we wrote. Okay. And then what I'll do? I'll do some simplifications here. What I'll do? I'll take alpha outside. Okay. If I take alpha outside, nothing should change. So, I'll write 1 plus beta. What I should write?
Alpha.
Alpha I should write. Okay, right, good. Okay, and then I'll write eta equal to 1 by alpha. Can I write that? 1 by alpha to 1 plus sigma. Can I write that? Because we know that even if you don't know, yesterday I have taken beta by alpha is equal to what? Poisson's ratio, right? Yeah. Now what I'll write? So eta is equal to y by 2 1 plus sigma. This is the relation. How y came, you tell me? You know, no? I derived before also. What is alpha equal to? Alpha was longitudinal strain per unit stress. Per unit stress or tension, right? Tension. So if I write, so this is equal to 1 by y. Because for us, y is what? Stress by longitudinal strain. So we know that 1 by alpha is equal to y, right? And so we get this. So this is the relation y equal to 2 eta 1 plus sigma. 1 plus sigma is a relation between Young's modulus, rigidity modulus and Poisson's ratio. Okay. So this is the topic we have seen. And remember yesterday I said, no, yesterday when I said we are going to see different relations. One of the relation is when we studied about Young's modulus, rigidity modulus, bulk modulus and sigma, we said we are going to derive relations. What are the first relation I said? Y is equal to 1 by alpha. This is easy. Okay. Second one also, second is this derivation we are done. The others also we are going to see. Okay. Next class. Right. So I'll keep this screen, just see for some time. So 2 derivations over. I think just 2 more are left, right? And then we'll be going for bending of beams. The time is 11:34. Yeah. Now students, any doubt here? Just ask me. Otherwise, we'll go for the 2 numericals. Numericals are very simple. Anything you want to tell me? No one is saying about Optra. All remember your Optra ID means I'm very happy. Huh? Optra ID. Yeah. Let us proceed, students. See that numericals. This is the first numerical of this chapter. Okay. Whatever we do is all university questions. This will only come. So take this. You have to use your calculator and you take this also. You will see that it is a very simple numerical. Calculate the force required. So no notes they have asked us to upload in the MS Teams. Even the class has to be uploaded. It seems that I may do from tomorrow only, because and we have to send the link to you. Some procedures they said we have to follow. We'll do that. So everything in students' benefit, since you are online, in all possible ways, how we can make you comfortable in learning all that we are trying to do. Steel wire of length. So all subjects, any numerical, max I don't know, in electrical, civil, no, you write the given data, write the question number and write the given data. It will help you. Calculate the force required to produce an extension of 1 millimeter in steel wire of length 2 meter and diameter 1 millimeter. Okay, given all constants will be given. Given the Young's modulus of the material is 2 into 10 power 11 Newton per meter square. Newton per meter square. Okay, students, there's some little change in the timetable. Thursday, tomorrow, first hour, I'll share the timetable with you. Thursday, first hour is physics. Friday, also first hour is physics, followed by from 2:20 to 4 o'clock is physics lab for one batch. 2 hours lab. Okay, I think so. Friday alone, you'll have up to 4 o'clock. You'll be having the lab. Then Monday, the next batch will have physics and electrical labs. So you should be prepared for that, right? So let us write the given data. So we should write given data. What is the given data? Extension produced of 1 millimeter means what? Calculate the force. First, I have to find the force. Okay, calculate the force, right? Now, it is producing an extension of 1 millimeter. So what is this 1 millimeter symbol? What is the symbol I'll write for extension? He's talking, yeah, he's talking about Young's modulus, no? So you should Young's modulus. So we know that Young's modulus is defined as force per unit area into change in length to original length. This is the formula. So you said X, good, right? And the length of the wire is 2 meter. So what is 2 meter? The length of the wire, capital L. The length of the wire was 2 meter. And now the diameter of the wire is given. Okay, so D is given. D is 1 millimeter. Here only you should be careful. They have given the diameter. Okay, and area of cross section of the wire. Okay, is given by, what is area of cross section of wire? It is pi r square. Okay, area of cross section of a wire. It is cylindrical, no? So pi r square. So diameter has to be converted to radius, or I'll write here, or radius equal to d by 2, which is equal to, tell me the answer, 0.5 millimeter. Convert it, which is equal to 0.5 into 10 power minus 3 meters. Converting millimeters to meters. Check this. This is the given data you should write. Okay, so radius diameter is given, don't substitute, divided by r equal to d by 2, 0.5 millimeter, this much. Right, now let us substitute. What we'll write that y is given by f by a l a x. Okay, but I want force. They're asking force, no? So force is equal to what I'll write, y a x by l. Substitute. Correct, no? YAX by L. So which is equal to 2 into 10 power 11 into pi into 0.5 into 10 power minus 3 the whole square into extension. Extension is, yeah, here also I didn't convert it, no? You have to show 1 into 10 power minus 3 meters. You should show the conversions into 1 into 10 power minus 3 meter divided by the length of the wire is 2 meters. Answer. Frequently asked. University, some students were asking, for university question paper also, we'll show you. It is frequently asked question. Answer? You're doing. Okay.
78.5.
78 point. Is it again Pranav Shastri? Who is that? Yeah, 78.54 Newton is the answer. Correct. So this is the answer. If you see the question paper, you will see that how many times same question without changing even the, no values are changed. Nothing is changed. They give. So that students are scoring. Okay. So this is the value. Students, just check it. We go for one more and then we'll log off. 11:40. Same type, one more. How many are getting? Only Pranav Shastri said 78.54. Now I have to ask. Pawan Kumar MV, did you come back? Pawan Kumar has not come. Nitish BS.
78.5, ma'am.
Yeah, 78.5. Good. CV011, Nitish BS present. CV009, Mohit Naika present. This Harini is a CV006.
Ma'am.
Yeah, Harini, in your MS credentials, just check what is the initial you're given. Because no, these changes we cannot make. Whatever you are given, it is sent to MS Teams. We have to ask them only to change. Check, you have given mistake.
No, ma'am. Harini N only, ma'am.
You gave Harini N only?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Because no, it is little difficult to, we'll check that. Okay. So 78.54. For me, Mohit Naika didn't answer. Mohit Naika? Manish Kumar? Manish Kumar, yes. Dhruva Seshu?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Who is yes, sir? Dhruva Seshu, yes, sir. After that, Mohit, huh?
Manish, ma'am.
Mohit?
Manish.
Manish, are you there? Are you understanding?
Yes, ma'am.
Right. Now let us go for the second and the last one for today. Take that. I think you want to be enlarged. Okay. Calculate the extension (2 meter) and radius. Now see, this one no one will answer, only the person I call out will answer. And I'll give you 5 minutes time to finish it. I'll call the USA number, that person has to answer. Okay. Yes, students. Calculate the extension produced in a wire of length. Okay. So given data, length is 2 meters, radius they are given directly now. So 0.013 into 10 power minus 2 meters is given. Force is given 14.7 Newton. Okay, Young's modulus is given 2.1 into 10 power 11 Newton per meter square. So let us use a formula. Young's modulus is defined as force per unit area, a change in length to original length, or y equal to F by L pi r square x. This you have to remember, area of cross section of the wire is pi r square. Okay. Now directly they are asking you x. What is the extension produced? X is equal to phi FL by pi r square y. Carry on. No one will tell me the answer. I'm going to ask to a particular student. In the previous case, diameter they gave, they wanted you to find out that radius is d by 2, you have to substitute there. Okay, right. Yes, so I'm going to ask CV017 Vinay R. What is the answer? Vinay R first present. I'll mark you absent. Vinay R is also not attending properly. Nitish BS is there? Answer. Answer me. What is the answer for question number 2? Okay. CV17. First say present, then tell the answer. 17. 16. Vikas Gowda. So to avoid answer, all became absent. Huh? Vikas Gowda. Vamshi Krishna. You can say attendance and say I'm doing. Vikas Gowda. Vamshi Krishna. Preetham. Prashant Raj.
Present, ma'am.
Prashant, your full name is?
Yes.
Full name?
Prashant Raj Suha, ma'am.
In your yeah, something was different. Okay. Guru Murthy, ME005. Guru Murthy. Guru Murthy present. Oh, to tell answer, all became silent. Guru Murthy's email ID, no? Gurumurthy @gmail.com. I want to check whether he is correct or not. Gurumurthy is there? Okay. So if no one, tell me the answer now. So what is the answer?
26 into 10 power minus 4 meter.
Yeah. 2.6. Who is that? Someone answered, no? Who is that?
26.3 into power
That
minus.
is correct. Yeah. Can I write 2.6 into 10 power minus 3 meter?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So how many are getting? If you are doing it in the class, in the exam, you'll be able to do. Otherwise, you'll not be able to do. Yeah. Who was that first boy who said this answer? Who was that first boy who said this answer? Okay. So 2.6 into 10 power minus 3 is the answer. Right. Okay, students. I think 11:48. 1 minute. So those who are not attending, their attendance shortage will become a problem. Even though attendance has, I'm expecting -7 means 45 students should be there. Even now also 5 people are absent. Yes, Aditi, what you want to say? No. Right. So students, come forward to talk when you're given the opportunity. Right? Okay. With this, I will log off so that you should be ready for the next class. Right, students? You can leave. Anything you want to say, you can say.